السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
May Allah grant peace, prosperity, security in India and the world. And keep everyone safe from terrorism. Do you want the life, property, honor and dignity of 140 crore Indians to be safe? Do you want a country like India to be safe from all the devastation? And make India a superpower in the world? Do you want to wipe out chaos, terrorism, and all sorts of problems in India? Then, come, let's see how this can happen. Welcome to the first episode of Countering Terrorism. In episode 1 we are discussing, busting Hindutva terror. How can we stop Hindutva terror by exposing it? Our today's discussion is on that. Hindutva terror started years before Gaulkar and Savarkar. That is about some 100 years ago. And this Hindutva terror actually started by the Manyawadi and Brahmanwadi lobby, whose target was to keep India under their control in any possible way. And still till today, they continue to occupy the highest positions and suppress those in lower positions. This is why Hindutva terror started. And this Hindutva terror was given shape, doctrine was made, all kinds of rules and regulations were given by Gaulkar and Savarkar. They used to control RSS at that time, Rashtriya Sevak Sangh. And they have given all the rules and regulations. The fundamental belief of Hindutva terror is to destroy Islam and Muslims, endangering the life, property, honor and dignity of Islam and Muslims. To fight with Muslims. To destroy the Islamic ethos and Islamic etiquette of the Muslims. And suppress the Dalits, SC, ST, OBC, Adivasis of the rest of India, and then impose Brahmanism on them, and rule them as per their wish, for thousands of years. The biggest threat they feel to their goal and target is from Islam and Muslims. Hence, that's why the Hindutva terror came into existence. And Hindutva terror is working day and night. For this purpose, that it somehow removes Islam and Muslims, and enslave more than 100 crore Dalits, SC, ST, OBC, Adivasis, enslave them to their will, by imposing Brahmanvad and Manyavad. In Hindutva terror, you are given some special training for some things. That is, anywhere around the world, someone is oppressing the minorities. Especially Muslims. They support them immediately. You will see that these people love Hitler very much. They love his ideology very much. Because he oppressed minorities, looted their wealth, destroyed them. At that time, the Jews were the minority in Germany. And Hitler did all this. That is why Hindutva terror loves Hitler very much. You move a little further. They love communist Russia very much. Because Russia was waging a war against Islam and Muslims, it was trying to destroy Islam. Like in Afghanistan, it was oppressing Muslims. It was killing innocent Muslim men, women, and children. That's why Hindutva terrorists love the USSR very much. Then you will see Hindutva terrorists started loving America and NATO very much. Because immediately after 9/11, America and NATO started atrocities on Muslims, started attacking them, started to destroy Muslim countries. They started killing innocent millions and millions of men, women, and children. Hindutva terrorists got closer to America and NATO. You will see that the president of Brazil comes. And if he oppresses Muslims, he tries to control them and crushes the minorities with his right-wing attitude. Hindutva terrorists support him. In France, or in Sweden, anywhere Islam is attacked, Muslims are attacked. Immediately, Hindutva terrorists support France and Sweden. In Sri Lanka, Muslims are being persecuted. Muslims are being killed. They disrespect Islam. Hindutva terrorists immediately supports Sri Lanka. So the only religion of Hindutva terrorists of RSS is, in some way, Muslims should be killed and Islam should be destroyed. So that they can rule more than 100 crore Dalit, SC, ST, OBC, tribals, with oppression, with full force, like they used to do before. The obstacle in that is Islam and Muslims. That is why they are enemies of Islam and Muslims. There are some important steps of Hindutva terror. Their job is to build a fake narrative against Muslim rulers, in history, or in the present, spread false stories among them, and prepare an army of terrorists to attack Muslims. Many businessmen, many politicians, many ideologues, writers, many journalists, many media houses, many business houses, and many innocent local workers support them in this work. Then some police officers, and there are people from other agencies that support them. Many directors, producers and actors of Bollywood support Hindutva terror. Like Anupam Kher, Vivek Agnihotri, Ashok Pandit, etc. Many ashram and Hindu gurus of temples support Hindutva terror. Like Dhirendra Shastri, of Badeshwar Dam Asaram, Gurmeet Ram, Chinmayanand, and Yadi Narsingh Hanand etc., many drug producers, cocaine producers, drug peddlers, drug suppliers, who send billions and billions of drugs to Adani port, supports Hindutva terror, and the money earned from it, it is used for Hindutva terror. You will see many drug peddlers and producers of cocaine inside Manipur also. Cocaine producers are being caught. All of them are supporters of Hindutva terror. Similarly, many doctors, pharmacists and drug-making companies. The owners of big medicine companies support Hindutva terror. And all these together form a bubble which we call the Hindutva terror cell. We will expose them in our episodes. RSS ideologues, politicians, MPs, and MLAs, councillors, etc. of BJP, and media houses like India Today Group, Times Now Group, The Republic Group, and similar other media houses like Sudarshan TV, etc., Organizer Magazine, etc. And business houses like Adani Ambani. And the writers, and journalists, and thinkers like Sai Deepak, Anand Ranganathan etc. And their journalists, like the head of ANA, Smita Prakash. All these together. Money came, writers, thinkers, journalists, ideologues, politicians have come. All this together builds a narrative, against Islam and Muslims. And then, under the narrative, the Hindutva terrorists on the ground, of VHP and Bajrang Dal attack innocents. Then you will see mass rapes, murders, riots. And then a wave of destruction begins. As we have seen before many times. Riots in Bengal, Delhi riots, Bhagalpur riots, Gujarat riots, Muzaffarnagar riots, Manipur riots, Assam riots, Hyderabad riots. You will find riots in many places which were started by the RSS, started by Hindutva terror. The aim was to kill innocent people. In this, the police, CRPF, sometimes give them full support, like we saw in Hashimpura massacre, and in many other massacres, where several hundred Muslims were taken out of their homes and civilians were shot and killed. And the media houses supports them, and say stones were pelted from such and such places, then the riot started. They blame others, by saying that there was an attack from so and so masjid, so we took action. Like this, they blame others. By doing this, they save themselves and cause more destruction. On minorities, Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, etc. Next you will see even if some cases are filed against them after the riots. If an FIR is filed, they have a whole team of lawyers who help them, day and night, to support these terrorists. They are ready with full funds. And then the judges are sitting who immediately start giving bail. As you will see in Bilkis Banu case, the Hindutva terrorists were given bail. Terrorists were freed in Bilkis Banu rape and murder case, where 11 people raped an innocent woman, and killed her innocent child and her family members. Today they are roaming free. They are being garlanded and they are being set free. This entire process goes on. We will burst this Hindutva terror, encountering terrorism, and will protect the world and our beloved country India from Hindutva terror. How does the local cell of Hindutva terror work? At the state level, at the national level, how many branches are there at the international level? From India to America, to Australia, who are the people of Hindutva terror? Who are the people in their media houses? Who are the journalists? Who are the businessmen who support Hindutva terror? Who are the ideologues? Who are the politicians? Who are the writers? Who are the thinkers? Who are the historians? We will put each and everything in front of you. The meaning of the Hindutva terror is to attack the masjids and madrasas of Islam and destroy them. Destroy the life, wealth, honor of innocent Muslims. And destroy a country like India, and enslave more than 100 crore Dalits, SC, ST, OBC. And these people are engaged in spreading terror across the world. It is my and your responsibility to stop Hindutva terror. Support countering terrorism. I, ILYAS Sharafuddin, slave of Allah, son of Indian Army NAIK, coming in front of you with all the facts.